If you have vitiligo, if you could come here at the forefront. We want to do the 10,000 step challenge. Kindly.
Standing 5 foot 12 inches tall, Julie Nasuju is indeed an alpha female. She is a vitiligo model, MC, actress, motivational speaker, and founder of Royal Patches Foundation. Born in 1989, Julie was born with a normal skin tone. However, when she was 1.5 years old, her mother noticed small white patches, making her to seek answers.
Vitiligo started when I was 1.5 years old. So my mom, first when she saw it, she thought that the house girls were burning me with a napkin since it started in my genital area. And then later on it spread. And then after chasing away for like 5 house girls is when she decided this thing is not going away, let me take her to the hospital.
In a class of 2006, Julie studied in Duberry High School, where she had to tell people she was contagious due to continuous bullying. Enough of being bullied, Julie stood up for herself.
She would just make fun of me daily. And so I decided to close. This is closing day, nafunga na wewe. So I decided to close with her. I fought with her and I won. After I won, though tulipata punishment and all that, but something changed in me. I felt I could defend myself now.
Since school, she received a lot of stigma even from her husband, which was tough on her and made her think of committing suicide 3 times.
Felt like I want to commit suicide. Actually, swallowed like 300 paracetamols and I only slept. And the next day I woke up. And after waking up, the only thing I did was just puke in the morning. I just puked. And I continued and I was like, no, I see these things, they work. How come I'm not going? So the way I struggled to end my life, and it wasn't the first time I tried to kill myself, by the way. I decided to go back home to my mom. So I just packed my things, everything, my kids, and I went back to my mom's.
The mother of 4 was then discovered by a photographer who changed her life, making her become a Vitiligan model.
I don't know if you know Big Ideas Entertainment. So when I met up with one of them and took a photo of me. After taking a photo, and then they came and told me that you're photogenic. I was like, what do you mean by photogenic? See, everybody takes a photo. No, you look very good on camera. You should just think about yourself as a model or something.
Ever since, the 32-year-old has evolved to be a motivational speaker, creating awareness of the vitiligo skin disorder.
Nataka mjue vitiligo ni nini, si ndio? Hii ni skin condition. Okay, naweza sema ni ugonjwa, si ugonjwa, lakini ni shida ya ngozi. Unaona? Na si shida kubwa, ni rangi tu. Mimi niko tu kama wewe. Ni rangi yangu tu ndo different. Umeget? Sasa kenye inatengeneza hiyo rangi yenu iko hivi brown, ama dark, melanin, jina ni melanin. Hiyo cell ndo iko haina nguvu ama imekufa. Sasa hapo ndo napata hizi. Unaona hii rangi unaona?
Through her foundation, Royal Patches Foundation, Nasuju has managed to reach out many Vitiligans in the country by spearheading various events and initiatives.
I'm the chair lady of Royal Patches Foundation, as you can see. And Royal Patches is for people living with vitiligo. It's like, it's a group of, we are few people. We are trying to bring out people with this condition to be out there, to embrace their talent and to accept themselves just the way they are. That's why Royal Patches was formed. It was formed to try and reach out to those people who do not believe themselves and they are talented, because you know, once you're someone who's talented and you're being affected psychologically, you will not be able to perform. So we are trying to reach out to them so that they can embrace their talents and feel like any other person and be out there. So that's mainly why Royal Patches was formed. What I can tell you, it's a project management group. It deals with every single community that has vitiligo, because in every county there's a vitiligo group. In every county there's a vitiligo group. So us, we are the spearhead. I can just say we spearhead projects in every single community, any single CBO with vitiligo. That's the reason why Royal Patches was formed, because they need someone who will put them out there. Instead of just being a group, let the masses know that there's people like us. So that's what we're doing in Royal Patches. And what can I say? It started in I can tell you it started in 2017. This is where the idea came up. I was just doing a photo shoot. After the photo shoot, I felt they need to be more. As in, to create awareness, something more has to give. And that's how I formed it. I started with just a few people who are interested. I picked 1, 2, 3, went to did a photo shoot and all that, and I tried to gather up people who are interested in being out there and are not being given an opportunity. The members I have are almost 30. Those are the members I have who are really interested. But those are just, as I said, it's a group to spearhead all the CBOs. But for me, I'm just, as I told you, I'm spearheading events, anything to do with entertainment, Royal Patches, and you have vitiligo, Royal Patches is there for you.
She continues to demystify vitiligo and advises people to embrace those with the condition, as it was not out of choice and vitiligo is rather but an art.
Wanakuwa weupe zaidi. Wanakuwa weupe zaidi. Utaona tu. Ukiangalia unaona wanakuwa weupe zaidi.
Wanafanana maziwa.
Doing another event that I'm seeing I've impacted a few lives, especially kids. To me, it's really touching, because for me, it's a journey. This is where I started. When I was a kid is when I had vitiligo. And what I went through as a kid was quite strong. So for kids to actually embrace it and know what it is and tell any other kid who has this condition and treat them with, not like disgust or treating them like they're supposed to be alone, and showing them that there are people like us. Them understanding is the major point. We are killing stigmatization at an early stage. And so I feel it has been an amazing day today. And the lives that the few people, I'm actually surprised the many kids who came to ask me questions and I would answer them. And I was like, so these kids have been curious to know what's happening.
Ni ugonjwa yenye watu wanapata, inakujaga peke yake, hauwezi ambukizwa na mtu. Sawa sawa? Nani mwingine?
So them getting an answer kind of made me feel really nice. And I felt like this is something at least I have done to the society to create this, to create awareness for people to embrace vitiligo as it is.
Ilikuwa about World Vitiligo Day. Ilikuwa about ku celebrate watu wenye wako na hii condition, ndo wa feel ni watu kama nyinyi. Ama ninadanganyana? Si ni watu kama nyinyi? Si ni shida tu ya ngozi? Si ndio? Waelezea. So msikuwa mnaogopa watu wako na hii condition. Ukipata mtoto yote ako nayo akiwa mdogo, unamwambia kuna watu kama sisi, si ndio? Msimbuli akiwa kwa class, msimuonyesha ikuwa yeye si mtu kwa sababu anafaa kukua kama nyinyi, si ndio? Ni rangi tu, haezi wagonjesha, si ndio?
My part when I'm creating awareness is I'm kind of multi-talented, and I feel I should just use all my talents. So when it comes to the music side, I have a few artists that I'm managing. I might not be managing them financially, but I'm giving them platforms to showcase what they have. And they might be underground artists, but I believe in them. I believe they can do something impactful. And for me, that's one way of creating awareness, because when they're out there performing, and you said my manager is Julie, and when I come out there, I talk about vitiligo, that's a +1. Again, except that, I'm still doing things to do with art, in acting. Like I'm doing a film, which will be aired maybe next year, but it's there. I don't want to talk about it at this moment. It's time will come to talk about it. But yes, in acting, and also as an MC, I do MC here and there. Called for an event, I do MC here and there. It's just for the face to be seen. And I think the common one that everyone knows me with is modeling. As a picture model, I'm trying to put myself out there with photo shoots and all these things, working with different designers and photos and photographers, just to be out there so that people can see there's beauty in it. There's beauty in vitiligo. And I feel, to me, as I always say, or I tell people, vitiligo is art, and I feel art should be out there. It should be seen as art, not something as a wish or something that somebody should feel pity about, but to embrace it in an artistic way.